Okay, today we're going to look at simplifying fractions in case you forgot how to do it, and then simplifying mixed numbers because some of the work that I gave you has improper fractions on it. So we're going to talk about both. Okay, so let's start with the basics of simplifying fractions. A lot of you probably remember. If you have a fraction like 4/8, you think of a number that you can divide both numbers with, and you keep dividing until you can no longer divide anymore. I should put some videos with some other strategies if the way that I'm showing you just doesn't make sense to you. There's a lot of videos on the link that show some other ways you could do it. But I'll just do the way that we were doing in school. I know that 4 and 8 I could divide by 2, but you want to use the biggest number you can if you want to make it simplifying work a lot faster. So if I look at 4 and 8, I realize I can also divide by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 4. And if you do it to the top, you do it to the bottom. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2, which means that 1/2 and 4/8 are equivalent. They're the exact same thing. Once I get 1 and 2, I can't divide them with anything anymore. Some of you like to say divide by 1, so I'm going to prove a little something to you. If I divide, markers, I don't want to. If you divide any number by 1, it is going to be itself. So you are going to get 1/2. You just did some math for no reason because you have the same answer. So once you get down to numbers that can't divide anymore, you are done. Some of you might look at 4/8 and say, duh, that's 1/2. 4 is half of 8. So then if I know that already, boom, I already know that. I'm done. But let's try another one. Pause the video and give it a try by yourself. What can you divide 3 and 12 with? I'll wait. Okay, you don't have to pause or whatever. Hopefully you chose 3. Some of you, when we were in school, were doing 2, but you can't do 3 divided by 2 and get a whole number. You're going to get a fraction. You're going to get 1/2, which you can't do. So it has to give you a whole number when you divide. So 3/12, I know I can divide by 3. If I do it to the bottom, I do it to the top. If you do it to the top, you do it to the bottom. Remember my little dance? If you do it to the bottom, you do it to the top. Am I embarrassing you yet? Because I'm embarrassing myself. It's okay. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 3/12 is equivalent to 1/4. They are the exact same thing. I will prove it to you. Some of you like those models. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's one whole, I don't know, tray of brownies. And if I have 3/12, remember, you guys might forget this, but if I'm dividing by 3, that means I'm making groups of 3. I'm going to dip my shaded group, 3 that are unshaded, another 3 that are unshaded, and another 3 that are unshaded. And if you look, I have 4 groups, and one of those groups is shaded. So 3/12 and 1/4 are the exact same thing. So let's try with improper fractions. I guess you don't need to watch me erase my board, so I'll just pause.